Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody there? Are you in, bro? You're not in. There we go. I clicked on it. Admit all. All right. Here we go. Here we go. How's everybody doing today? Let me unmute all your stuff, man. Let's make some noise up in here. How the hell do I mute? Unmute all. I got How's everybody doing, man? We're just waiting for a couple more to get going. Get the ball rolling, man. We have about 50 people joining now.
I don't know why.
What's going on? What's going on? Joe in the house, Jordan, Osman, Annie. What's going on, Annie?
What's going on?
Hey.
Cornelius,
what up?
Fernando, Mr. Option B, what's up, brother? Everybody is in. Sonia, Rick, man, we have so many people here, man. Thanks everyone that's making this happen. 50 people, not bad, man. We were expecting like 30 or 40. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put everything on mute so we can get the ball rolling. And we'll do like a Q&A section as well, because I know some things, you know, you guys might have some questions. Big shout out to everyone that I met at the conference this past weekend. That thing was really life-changing, man. There was so many things that we got out of it. So I'll go ahead and put this thing on mute. We'll get the ball rolling. We got some good people on the line here. We're going to give you guys a lot of value. Some of you guys are going to, well, let me put it on mute first. What you guys do? Mute all. Cool. There you go. Can you guys hear me okay? 2 thumbs up. Everybody can hear me okay? Cool. All right, great, man. So everybody that knows me, they know that I am a no fluff kind of guy. Like, I will tell you exactly how it is. And pardon my voice, I was talking way too much at the conference this weekend. So I lost it, but it's coming back, man. So like I said, you know, I'm a no fluff kind of guy. You know, you're busy, I'm busy. You got families that you have to support. You know, you got a future to secure. You know, you want to be successful. We want to be successful. Everybody here, that's what we have in common. So I'm going to keep it very simple, straight to the point. If you have a question on any of it, feel free to, we got some new people. Hold on, let me add them here. If you have any questions at all, we'll answer them at the end of the Q&A session. But like I said, man, this thing is gonna be legit. You're not gonna get any fluff from us, man. We're not gonna try to upsell you on anything. We got some more people coming in. So yeah, man, let's get the ball rolling. First, I'd like to introduce a couple of people here. Annie is present here. Let me try and unmute Annie here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I wonder if it's already on mute. There you go. Hello, Annie.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, for everyone out there, Annie works within the batch skip tracing company, Jesse Real and Ebo out there. They've always given us a lot of value, and they're probably one of the first people that actually allowed us to get the quality leads that we needed in order to make the business grow. There's a lot of options out there that will be cheaper, but a lot of times you don't want to go the cheap route. We tried a guy in India. We were paying 6 cents. I was talking to Jesse last night, and it was like 80% of the numbers were wrong, dude. So it was like, why did I go that route? I learned very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Annie's on the call today. I know she's going to be offering some promotions for everybody here, which is kind of great. Do you want to let them know right out the gates in case you have stuff to do?
I'll be here for the whole thing, but yeah, right now it's fine. So we have our lead stacker that's currently out, and we're giving 10,000 free leads to whoever signs up with using promo code SHARK.
Boom, write it down, SHARK. And I'll actually send you guys a link as well to your email, but if you want to write it down, that's the promo code SHARK. So 10,000 leads, man. You know how many deals you can get with 10,000 leads? I'll tell you right now how deals you can get, because that's what we're going to talk about today.
There you go.
So that's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. I was like,
Yeah,
God,
absolutely.
cool. So yeah, appreciate that. We'll be right back with Annie here. We also have another guest speaker today, our homie Franco Milan. I wonder if he's on the line here. Hold on, Franco. I don't know if he joined. I think he might have joined. Hold on. Maybe not. Okay. So, all right. So let's get the ball rolling, everyone. I know you guys have some things to do. So we'll try to keep it under an hour. Maybe we might go a little bit over that hour. We still have people joining. Oh my God, how many people got here? 58 people. Cool. Not bad for a first Zoom call. So yeah, so let's get the ball rolling, man. So we're gonna keep it very simple, straight to the point. When you leave this call today, you're gonna know exactly what to do to get your first deal, your second deal, how to get a deal every freaking day if you want. Like right now, we're getting a deal a day. Like and it became a thing like that after we realized that we could do it. But by using this strategy. So first, I'm going to give you guys an analogy on what you have to look for. A lot of people are expecting the secret sauce. There's a secret sauce, right? There are some things that you need to do in order for you to get the ball rolling. But in reality, the secret sauce is nothing without a big ass baking machine. All right. So yeah, you can have the secret sauce. It's the leads, is the actions, is the amount of times you do things. But if you don't have a well-oiled machine behind it, all that secret sauce is not going to work out, because it has to be a specific order. So let's get that going right away, man. So what do you need? For instance, I always like to think about Batman and Robin. Why was Batman so badass? Because he had a lot of cool tools and a lot of cool shit that he could use to fight crime. So that's how you have to think of it. You have to be like Batman. Whoever has the nicest, shiniest, biggest tool out there is going to be winning. All right. So I learned that right away when our tools were weak, our leads were weak, nothing worked. So first of all, what you got to do is set up the right tools, have the right tools in place. So when I give you the secret formula to how to get deals, you're optimizing that. Because if you have crappy tools that don't work, even if I give you the secret formula and you start getting leads, you're not going to be able to close those leads, or those leads, you might not even get leads if you don't have the right things in place. So just to give you guys a little bit of background about myself, we started 12 months ago. All right. 12 months ago, what was I doing? I was selling dogs. It's horrible to say. I feel so embarrassed about it. 2 years prior to that, I got fired from my job. I used to travel everywhere. I got fired, and even I'm a little bit ashamed to say, because I'm supposed to be the sales guy, and to be getting fired out of a sales position is horrible. Now, luckily, I didn't get fired for sales purposes. I just hated it, and they just saw that I hated that position. I got fired, whatever. So I sold dogs for 2 years. I made a good living. I probably made more selling dogs than my old job. And then it came to the point to where I was like, dude, I can't be doing this. I need to switch to something that I like even more. There came too many problems, man. It came to a point where I was on channel 10 and on channel 3. This guy is selling sick dogs to people. And I was like, oh, crap, I'm that guy on the news. Everything turned out okay. I gave people their refunds, gave people their money back. But I needed to change. And my brother was in real estate. We stumbled onto wholesaling by accident. He's like, dude, I just locked up a property. I'm going to buy it, a piece of land. And then he was like, what if other people want it? He started promoting it. We didn't know we were doing wholesaling. He ended up getting like $30,000, my brother Rodrigo, out of that deal. And he's like, I never even closed on it. Like some guy ended up closing it. And we were like, what the hell? So that's how we stumbled into wholesaling. Like, what if we could do it again? And we tried to do it again. We failed horribly. But that's kind of our first experience within wholesaling. From there, we met a guy. We met a good friend of ours, Alex Wilkins Brothers, Wholesale Brothers out there. He stopped by our office. We're trying to do it full time. We couldn't. We had, we're still doing the dog stuff. And he brought us a deal. And he's like, yeah, just add your fee to, if you could find a buyer, whatever. We added our fee. We made like $2,000 on that deal. I was saying I can't hear. Can anybody not hear? Oh shoot, hold on. The chat says, let me. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Might be some sort of audio stuff there. Okay. So yeah, he brought us the deal. We made like $2,000. We're like, oh crap, let's do this again. So our friend Franco got us a good deal. He had the property locked up like around $70K. He offered it to us at 100K. We found an investor that would buy it at a 110, and we charged him a $5,000 consulting fee on the side. So we made 15 grand on that deal. And guess what? I just shut down the whole dog business. That at that point, I had 15,000 in my pocket, and I knew that I'm like, I did 15 grand right now. I could do it again. Like, I believe in myself that much that I will go all in on this. With these 15,000 bucks, I'll pay the rent. I'll pay my bills. I'll also have like 10 grand left. Oh shit, what's going on? Okay, cool. I don't know what happened there. Let me admit the other people here. So yeah, so I had my $15,000 check. Everything was great, and then I couldn't get deals from that point on. I was like stuck with that 15 grand, but I knew I was gonna do it, man. So 2 weeks later, I called another buddy. I was like, hey man, you gotta do them deals. I got this investor. I could probably do it. Turns out I wasn't wholesaling. I was JVing, right? So yeah, he brought me another deal. I gave it to another investor, and I made like another 5 grand. I'm like, oh cool. So I just made 20 grand in 1 month. And so in reality, for the first 2-3 months, I was just JVing. So if you're struggling wholesaling at the beginning, you can't get your own deals. There's nothing wrong with JVing. You know, call somebody like me, somebody like Annie, anybody that you know out there that is getting deals, because they need to sell them. And if you have a buyer for them, they'll be happy to JV all day long and make you some money, dude. Honestly, some people that I know, some very good friends of mine, have done over $500,000 a year. Templeton Walker, I went to his offices. He's done about $500,000 a year in JVs alone. So that's huge, man. If you're thinking that there's no money in JVing, think again, man. Some people are making more money in JVing than others are doing in wholesaling. So there's nothing wrong with that. So that's step one. If you can do 1 JV a month, call people around. Hey, man, I got a buyer looking for a house, even if you don't. And then try to find a buyer. Hey, man, I got this house. If you do that, you're going to make some extra cash, man. So I made it my point to do that. First 3-4 months, that's what we were doing, man. But eventually, you know, 4 to 5 months later, and we're talking April of this year, all right? 4 months later, I was like, I need to get my own deals because I could get more spreads instead of the 2, 3, 4, whatever. And so that's when we started talking to people, organizing ourselves better, getting better leads, getting better systems. We paid for the worst systems, the worst leads. We did every mistake possible, and we still couldn't get deals. And anytime I would go close a JV with someone, Max Jimenez or anyone like that, I would tell them, dude, thanks. You know, I made 5-10 grand off of that JV, whatever. But I still want to get my own deal because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm legit until I lock it down and I get the signatures and I'm the guy that has it. So that was my goal. But I still hadn't done. I was all JV most of my stuff for the first 4 to 5 months. There's nothing wrong because you'll make 20, 25K just doing that a month. So right now, what would I do if I had to start over? If I had to start from zero, what would I set up right now to get deals going like right away? And don't get me wrong, some of you guys are going to run with this information, and you're gonna turn into that next big thing, that next big sensation that makes $500,000 a year, $700,000 a year. That's where we're at right now, man. I mean, I don't like to talk about money, but right now, based on what we've done with JV and wholesale, we're on 700K for the year already, which is crazy. I hadn't even done my numbers until somebody else posted their numbers. And I was like, all right, let's pull our numbers too. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to get killed by the IRS pretty soon. But that's a whole other topic, accountants and all that. You get that straightened out. We're still working on that. So yeah, man, I'm going to give you guys the first thing. It'll start with the CRM that you're using. Some people have like a Excel sheet. We had an Excel sheet, and it took us over 300 people. The moment we lost 3 deals, because we were calling people back at the wrong times, the moment we lost 3 deals, we said it's time to get a CRM. Because we would call people back, I already sold it, you never called me back. And so we're like, all right, let's switch to a CRM. We hated Podio because we didn't understand it. It felt like it was too complicated. But honestly, I mean, Podio has been like one of the best decisions we've ever made. Right now, if I could have done that sooner, I would have definitely done it sooner, man. Just go get a free Podio account. Now, you're saying, well, my Podio is going to suck because it's just the free version. Don't even worry about that, man. I got your back. I'm going to give you our developer's contact number. And I know Annie knows our developer personally. I know Evo knows our developer personally because he's been helping them with some of their website stuff. I should have probably mentioned that. We probably share developers, Annie. I was away by developer. Oh, you know Annie and Evo? I'm like, yeah. Oh, I'm working on their battery stacker. Oh, well, there you go. Small world. So that's going to be huge for you guys, man. And that's just bringing it back to the gun, you know, the big gun. You got to build a nice, shiny gun that works properly, because if you don't have that gun in place, it's gonna be really, really difficult, man, for you guys to make it. So what is the first thing? Get your CRM, man. Get your CRM in place. Do tasks within that CRM. If you want to write some of these things down, write it down, because this is going to save you so many headaches. Because a CRM can be complicated, but if you could just do tasks, hit the T within Podio, that's something that I love, because you just create a task and it'll remind you. And I'm always in tasks. I don't check anything else. So do that, man. Get the Podio. I'm going to give you guys a hookup after this call. I'm going to email everyone with our developer's contact number, which he'll probably never answer my calls again because he's going to be so busy with you guys. Guess how much our developer is going to charge you to build out your full end-to-end, fully automated, like, Podio rig. Like, you guys have no idea, dude. This guy, we brokered a deal with him to where he's only going to charge you $400. All right, that is crazy. Anybody else would have put their fee on top. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I could sell this thing for $1,000 all day. All right, because everyone else is selling it for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So everyone that's on this call right now is gonna get that for free. All right, so you're gonna have the biggest freaking shiniest gun out there for free. All right, well, not for free. You have to pay the guy $400 to do it. It's gonna take him like a week, 2 weeks. But that's just pass through, man. I'm not making a dime on that. And he wanted to charge more. He wanted to charge $500, but I talked him down. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna send you a ton of people. So you're gonna be legit, man. You're gonna be able to punch in a couple of numbers, create a contract, and then send it over for signatures, and it's going to come right back in. You're going to be able to sign it over. I mean, this thing's going to do everything for you. You're going to be able to text out of it. So that's step one, right? So your CRM is huge. You need to have that in place, because that's where your leads that you're going to get from batch skip tracing are going to go. All right. If you get the leads, but you don't have a CRM, you're not doing it right. So you have to do it right from the beginning. All right. So what up, Frank? Shout out to Frank, man. To everyone in here that just joined. Shout out to Alex Sanchez as well, man. Good buddies of ours. So step one, CRM, Podio. Everybody go out there, get Podio for free. You don't need the paid version. Our guy is going to develop that for you right away. So what type of value are you getting with that? Most Podio solutions, fully automated, run you around $1,500. So let's say $1,000 bucks. But then you have a maintenance fee every month, which is like at least $200-300 bucks. This thing is not going to have a maintenance fee. We're going to have that. You own it. You own it outright. All right. So you don't have to pay for that. So Podio, that's one. All right. Now there's always things coming up, and you can try different things and switch as it's going. When I'm sure there's other solutions that are going to be better than the stuff that we're going to offer. But for now, this is what's available. So just get it going right now. We're talking about right now. So some of you can go and get a deal next week, and then come back and say, hey, I got my first deal because of what you told me. All right. So, yeah, Podio, that's the first thing you're going to do. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go get leads. All right. You need to get contacts. You need to get them leads skipped. So what can you do? I mean, right now what we're doing is we're using PropStream to download our leads. And I'm just telling you what I would tell myself if I was starting over from like today. Let's say I got back in, I got amnesia, and I don't know what to do, and I need to get a deal like yesterday. All right. This is what I would do. So, right. So you have the CRM is in place. Great. You're going to go get PropStream. PropStream is pretty cool. You're going to use PropStream to get some of the leads out of PropStream, because it's just very user friendly. That's one thing, right? So you go to PropStream. The list that you're going to get from PropStream is called the Liens list. Liens, Liens. All right. That lien list kept us busy for like a whole month. We went on a 20 deal run a month, all on liens from PropStream, dude. So you pick your area. If you can find some liens, there's usually a lot of liens on there. You're going to get deals. Now, just because it's not a wholesale deal doesn't mean it's not money. Some of these guys are going to want to sell because they have these liens they want to get out of. But you're going to have to refer them to a realtor. If you're a realtor, lock it down, man. That's $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 extra. So don't think just because it's not wholesaling money, it's not money. It still works. It's still currency. So you're going to go to Podio. Now, a question that a lot of people ask and that they're confused about is, how many leads do I need to get one deal? All right. Now, that's going to vary from market to market. But for us, we've done our research. And you know what? Like for us, 5,000 leads equals one deal. All right. 5,000 contacts. So go ahead and write it down. That's very important. Now, what I'm telling you here, this is the sauce to bake your cake. All right, you need to know how much flour, how much water. I've never baked a cake, so I don't know what else goes in there. But this is what this is the stuff that you're gonna put into your cake to build a deal out of it once it comes out of the oven. All right. So 5,000 contacts is gonna equal one deal. All right. Now a lot of people say, no, it's not. Okay, well, you're getting the wrong contacts. Yeah, you got the wrong contacts. That's why you haven't gotten a deal. All right. So the liens don't do it for you. Get another 5,000 of something else. Now, let me give you a huge one right here, man. This is going to be huge, and we're getting a lot of deals from it. You need to get properties from owners that have been in the property for at least 7 years, man. If you're doing anything under 7 years, you're throwing your money away. I will not touch a contact that has not been in the property for 7 years right now. And Rodrigo knows, man, like anything that we touch needs to be owned for at least 7 years, because you're getting further and further away from the deal the moment you do that, man. You're hitting these people that have been in there, 2, 3 years, whatever. Yeah, they might be a deal, but what we do is 5,000, 7 years or older, you're in the ballpark of having a deal, right? Now, what areas are you working? That's very crucial, because some people are, I only work Scottsdale, I work Mesa, I work. Dude, money is money wherever you can get it. All right, so don't think just because you live in Chandler, you live in Mesa, you live in a higher end community that you have to work that community. Go look at the areas that people are selling deals in. Go look at the list, see where all those deals are going at, and work that area, man. For us, we stick to the Phoenix area, man. Phoenix, Glendale, Laveen, Litchfield. We stick to the Phoenix metropolitan area. We would call that the hood. It's not really the hood because my parents live there. It is kind of the hood. But that's where the deals are at right now. So if you're going to Mesa, great. Get a deal in Mesa, you'll sell it quick. But there's more deals going on in Phoenix right now, man. There's more deals going on in that area. So find the right area. You might be hitting the wrong area, man. I've targeted Tempe and gotten 0 deals before. I've targeted Mesa, 10,000 contacts, and gotten 0 deals before. So you got to target the right area, man. Because if you're targeting the wrong area, it's not gonna work. So 5,000 leads equals 1 deal. Is that for every market? No. I was talking to Nick Lovano. Lovano, that's his last name, right? Nick Lovano. I was talking to him at the conference this weekend, and he told me every 50,000 texts that he sends, every 30 to 50,000 texts, he gave me this info on the download, so don't tell him I said this. Every 30 to 50,000 texts that he sends equals 1 deal for him in his company. So every market is different. While in my market, I could send 5,000 and I could expect some sort of return here because of the market. That's the way the market is for me in the areas that I'm doing and the criteria that I'm looking for. For Hibbs, it's every 50,000, 30 to 50,000. That's just what it looks like. So if 5,000 doesn't do it for you, increase your volumes a bit and test out a couple of things. So what are we doing in terms of texting right now? So we were using a couple of things, man. We used Text Magic, which a lot of people might be using. That's fine because it's very easy to use. And then we built our own platform as well, and it was like super cheap, but it would always break on us, so we'd always have to go back to our developer to fix it. So then we recently just switched over to Roar. I know Annie's coming up with some sort of platform that we're going to be trying out here pretty soon as well. So everybody keep an eye out on that. We're very excited. They're doing so many things. I know they're spending a shitload of money, man. Like they're deep, man. I spoke to Jesse. Dude, these guys are spending like a whole year's salary of like a well-educated person on this CRM thing they're building. So everybody keep an eye out, man. That's going to be huge. I can't wait to start using and trying it out. But right now what we're doing is we're using Roar. A lot of people might be familiar with Roar. We're going to send you a link where you're going to get a massive discount from Roar as well. We already talked to them. Roar is about a penny, I think, a couple pennies, something like that. You can negotiate it. Roar is ROOR dot, I think it's like genetic, GYNETIC, genetics or genetic. But I'll send you the link right after we're done with this. I'll send you the link. So yeah, we're gonna send you that link for Roar. You're gonna get a massive discount with that. And Roar is very negotiable, dude. Like if you're ready to go and like make things happen, Roar will work with you and they'll drop their pricing, man. Like their protect pricing. Honestly, we got a pricing down to like 0.0075 or something like that. So it's not unheard of that you could get under a penny. If you do the right amounts of volume, you could definitely the tail can wag the dog every once in a while, right? If you're doing some good stuff, some good volumes there. So don't be afraid to question pricing. You know, I called PropStream and I said, hey, I don't want to pay that monthly fee anymore. They were like, who the hell are you? I have 60 people I'm gonna send your way. Can you hook me up? Oh shit, here, hold on, Mr. Martinez. Let me So don't be afraid, man, to do them negotiations. A lot of the businesses making money and saving money. I was using a fraud protection system the other day and they want to charge us $500. And I was telling Rodrigo, no. I'm like, negotiate that. Because a lot of times they could do that. So don't take anything at face value. We got them down to 250, but of course we have to do a little bit more volume. But hey, people will work with you. They know you're committed to them. So use Roar. One of the huge things that I learned from Annie from Roar is, oh shit, I got 3 more people waiting. Here, let me on them. So Roar does, and this is something that I don't like about Roar. Just after she told me about it. But I mean, right now until they build theirs, we're gonna still use it. But Annie, you want to tell them what happened to me yesterday with my first 4,000 text campaign?
So I'm actually not sure what happened with yours, but what happened for me is we used to text pretty much the entire county at a time. And we had suppressed so many of the phone numbers in Roar that when we were sending voicemails, ringless voicemails, our deliver rate was like a 0.02%, which is ridiculously low. So I switched to a different platform. I switched to ours because ours was finished building out. So I started using ours and we were up to 74 or 75% deliverability.
That's huge.
Yeah, which is it's a huge jump from 0.02 to 74.
Yeah, absolutely. So what happened to us was, yeah, we can't wait either. So what happened to us was we used Roar. We tried it out for the first time yesterday. We sent out 4,000 recycled contacts that we had to test it out, right? And what happened was I accidentally hit Arizona in the suppress area, but I didn't hit anything else. And it suppressed the whole list. Anybody that was in Arizona out of the contacts, it suppressed them, right? So I was like, okay, no big deal. I will delete that campaign and do it again. All right. So I did the campaign again, and again, like none of the things went out. So when Roar suppresses your numbers, you will never get a hold of those people ever again. And I was like, oh my God, I am so glad I ran this with like a test batch sample of like 4,000. Because can you imagine if I upload our 20,000 list up there and I hit them all and I hit Arizona by accident and I suppressed 20,000 contacts? Woo! That would have not been good, man. So yeah, just be careful with that. So that way that doesn't happen. So 2 things. So we have the CRM, Podio, get the free version. We're going to give you our contacts for a developer. You're going to have the biggest rig out there, fully automized. It's going to talk to Roar. It's going to talk to all these different platforms. 2, texting. Yeah, so use Roar. That's what we're using right now because it's very cheap. A lot of things out there are like 2 cents, 3 cents. Roar is going to be like a penny. So Roar is pretty legit right now anyways. So use that. So 3, you need to get the right leads from the right people. So you can use PropStream as well. So I guess PropStream was 1 for the CRM. You can use PropStream, get the leads, export them out of PropStream. That's cool. And then you just use batch skip tracing. And you can use the code SHARK. I tried it out last night. It was still working. So if you use the code SHARK, you're going to get a discount on your batch skip tracing services. So try that code, save some money on there. But you need the right leads, man. Don't just skip anything that you want because you might not be getting the right list. And batch now can also pull lists. So the people that go out there, honestly, before I even do PropStream, anyone in this call, I'd recommend just go to Annie, can you give them the site so where they could go and do that?
Yeah, it's well, a little different. We literally just shut our lead site down because we're rebuilding it. So there's not actually a site. Okay. But we're going to need to get the site back up and running, but it will be within the next week. And okay. batchrealestatelists.com.
Okay, cool. And we'll go ahead and email that out as well for everyone. So for now, yeah. So we're talking about today. What do I do today to get a deal today? This is what I do. I set up Podio. I go to PropStream. I download my contacts. Honestly, if PropStream, if you see that they're too expensive in there for skip or whatever, honestly, even if they're a little bit cheaper, I would probably go with Batch just because their quality is better. They have a better system that they use, so you're going to get higher quality leads. So yeah, that's what I would do. What we got to do in PropStream is get the liens list. Liens is huge. Make sure the house has been lived there for at least 7 years. You're going to skip it. When the list comes back, you're going to hit 5,000 people up. Now, for people using Roar for texting, you need to buy more than one number, okay? So we have 50 phone numbers inside of Roar that we purchased because if you only have one number, it's going to take a long time. The Roar only text, I think it was like 100. It only sends 100 texts per hour or something like that per number. So if you have a list of 5,000, I mean, you're going to need a good amount of numbers for it to work. So try to download at least like 20 numbers. Put the thing to the max. It's going to ask you how fast you want it to go. They're going to tell you to put it at the middle. Don't do it. Just go max. Hit them hard. So that's step one, right? You're going to get your contacts, put them into Roar. You're going to text them all out. What are you going to say in that text? What are you going to write? You're going to say, hi, put their name in there. We're looking to buy houses in the area. I suppose you consider selling that one. Thanks, whatever. It could be very generic. Honestly, whatever you put, if they're looking to sell, you're going to reach them at the right time. Hey, yeah, we're actually thinking. So that's what you're going to put into a text message. At the same time, for anyone out there that doesn't have a dialer, it's very important to get a dialer, man. You want to upload those leads to your dialer right away. So what is something else that we're going to offer you guys? Well, not offer, give you guys. Right now, everyone out there is paying about $12 an hour to have cold callers, right? Bilingual cold callers. So what's the difference maker between the big players and the people that are struggling? They have more resources at better prices. That's a huge differentiator, honestly. I mean, dude, if you have 100 cold callers calling for you and you have 100,000, 200,000, a million contacts in your system right now, and they're all calling for you, and they're pushing a button in your fully optimized Podio system, and you're getting it on your phone saying this guy's ready to go, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to start closing deals, you know? But they have a big-ass gun, a cannon that goes like that and hits everyone. And, dude, Annie hit up all of Maricopa the other day. Come on, right? So, unfortunately, a lot of people that are starting out don't really have those resources, but you can do a very strategic portion of that, which eventually is going to help you to scale those numbers up. What were we doing before? We were doing 5,000 texts at least once a week, along with cold calling, and we would get results, right? So we get one deal. And if it didn't work, we do it again. We get another 5,000 and we get a deal. So if it's not like between 5 and 10,000, that's the range for us here in Phoenix, for us anyways. So for the cold callers, this is what I recommend, all right? And you have to make a sacrifice. Like when we started out and we weren't getting traction, what did I do? I busted out my credit card. I know people here on this call that have gotten their credit cards from their mom, from their dad. I've known people personally that, hey, just put out my mom's card, man. It's all good. We'll figure it out. But they believe in themselves. They believe in what they're learning. They believe in what they're doing. They believe in us. They've seen us close deals. And now they're making money, man. Like some of the guys, we're closing deals for some of these guys out here locally that can attest to this, like 15,000 a week, dude, like 5,000, 10,000 a week. Today we're closing on a couple of deals like that. We're closing a good amount of deals because they're doing what we're telling them, you know, and we're helping them to get these tools in place so they can become legit. You know, that's what we want. We want you guys to become legit. So yeah, you're going to get our cold caller's information. We're going to give you his phone number, his email, the cold call manager, and you're going to get these cold callers for $4 an hour. They're going to speak English and Spanish. And so this is very important. Write this down. You're going to hire 2 cold callers for $4 an hour. Don't be cheap, man. You could do 1 if you want. But honestly, if you have a credit card, just put that thing on your credit card. They're going to charge it automatically. Get 2 because, I mean, you can't go cheap on this if you really want to make it. If you go cheap, you're going to see cheap results. Go cheap on whatever you can, but this thing don't go cheap, man. I recommend 2 cold callers at least, man. Anybody who's done less than 2 cold callers at $4 an hour has struggled, and they're coming back, and I can't figure it out. I'm like, dude, well, you haven't done what I told you. You know, how do you want the thing to work if I told you what to do and you haven't done it? And I understand, you know, some people can't afford it or whatever, but I'm giving you the formula. If you can find somebody to sponsor you for these calls, do it. Put on credit. You're going to make your deal, but just do it exactly as it's told, or else it's not going to work. So I'm going to give you our cold callers number. Get 2 cold callers. You're going to put each of the cold callers to dial for 30 hours a week. No more, no less. 30 hours a week, that's what you need from the cold callers, man. If you do less, it's still not going to work. If you do more, you don't need it. You're throwing money. So 30 hours a week. So how much does that look like? 30 hours a week times $4 an hour, which is ridiculous, is $120 a week, man, for a cold caller. 120 bucks a week. You spend more on food. Like, you go to the bar and you spend more on drinks. Yeah, I got it, y'all. You know, you do. Like, you spend more on shoes. You spend more on clothes. You can't pay a human $120 a week to help you change your life. Like, people don't prioritize, dude. Like, prioritize. I'm not telling you to save and don't have fun or whatever, but you got to prioritize, man. 2 cold callers, $4 an hour, $120 a week. Put it on your credit card for the first month and say, fuck it, man. If it doesn't work, I'll make payments on my card. I don't care. I'll pay $10 a month on my card, and I'll try something else later. But I'm telling you, it's going to work, man. So 5,000 leads. If that doesn't work, add another 5,000 leads. So that's it, man. You guys got the texting down. You got the leads down. Prop stream is huge to download the stuff, the contacts. Use batch to skip them. Batch is awesome, man. Like, I send them my stuff, boom, quickly, it's ready. The contacts are great. You have to upload. So this is what we do. First, we send a text out, and then we upload them to our cold calling solution, like our call system. A lot of people are using Mojo out there. Great. I've never used it myself. I went straight into ZenCall. So for people that don't have a dialer, and honestly, I do recommend you use ZenCall, man, even if you have Podio, because right now Podio might work perfect and you love it because it's so easy. But for the scalability out there, once you scale this thing, when you have 20 dialers, 30 dialers, 40 dialers, dude, your Mojo, all these other solutions are probably going to freeze on you a lot of times, and they're going to give you headaches, and you're going to have to transition it all just because ZenCall is much more robust. I mean, you can do so many things with it. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm going to say, dude, we try to negotiate with ZenCall. I mean, they want to screw you guys. They wanted to charge you guys like at $120 to set them up. I'm not going to go down that route. So definitely don't go directly to ZenCall. I tell like it is, man. Go to allindialer.com. That's Carlos and Sal's and the other dude. Alex, right? Yeah, Alex. We've never really like dealt with them too much, but we know who they are for sure, man. They're good people. They released a memorandum on a property that we were trying to close on, which is unheard of, dude. Like, nobody will do that. People will charge you $30,000 to release anything off of anything nowadays. Those guys released it, man. So I was like, dude, you guys sound legit, and you just like became legit to me because of this gesture that you did for me, man. So they made us a little bit of cash. They made our people that were helping a little bit of cash. So I told them this weekend when we saw him, dude, thanks a lot for that. So ZenCall, go all in dialer. So the website is allindialer.com. You can get it for $90 a month instead of $120 a month, man. Use that extra $30 to skip some leads or something. So first step is this: you get the contacts from PropStream or whatever you want. Then you skip them through batch skip tracing, so you get good quality leads. And then you upload them to your texting platform. Honestly, if you're using anything else and you're thinking about switching, switch right now, man. Because if you have any questions on what we're using, you can just send us a message and we'll answer it. Like, we don't mind helping you. If you're using the same things that we're using, you can just hit us up. Hey, man, this happened. Have you run through that? Like me, when I asked Annie, hey, have you gone through this? And she's like, yeah, this happened to me. So that's what happens when you use the same things that other people are using. So if you're using that, let us know. We'll answer questions if we know the answers to them. So yeah, so you're going to upload them to Roar. You're going to hit them up. You're going to filter them, whatever. And then so Roar is actually going to link up to your Podio solution. So that way you just push a button and it sends it over to Podio as a lead. All right. And our developer is going to do that for you. You're going to tell them, I want you to link my Podio. I want you to link my Roar. And then what else is he going to link? He's going to link a texting solution as well. He's going to tell you which one you need. He's going to give you all the list of the stuff he needs. So the next step is upload them to your calling solution. We do ZenCall, and boom, get those things live, man. Get the people calling quick. For your dialer, you want to put it at 3 to 1. All right, that's huge. Remember this, 'cause a lot of people are not going to remember it, and they're just going to do one-to-one calling. Zen call with the next, and I'll send you guys the list. I'll send you guys the link. Zen XEN call, Zen call. And you can get that at allindialer.com. So yeah, when you go in there, you need to do the following. You need to set up as 1 to 3. What does that mean? For every one agent that you have, you want the system to be making 3 dials, because that way you want to get the most out of your. There you go. Yeah, you can get it through there directly for like 120 bucks, or you could go to allindialer.com and get it for 90 bucks, whatever you guys want. So that's what you're gonna do, man. Set that up. Also, what we're gonna do for you guys, and this is crazy, we're gonna give you guys our cold calling script. All right, and it's a bilingual script. You can upload to your Zen call or whatever you're using right now. And we've tested out so many scripts. Like some were long, some were too short, some were getting the information we needed, someone's getting extra garbage we didn't need. So we simplified it to where it's only like very legit, straight to the point, and people are answering our questions, and we're moving things along very easy. So you're gonna make your cold caller's life a lot easier if you had a set way that's working for somebody else. So in that email, you're gonna get our cold call script. That's one. So the moment you get that, upload it to your system so that we can do that. And then Zen call's pretty cool, man. They're gonna give you like a tutorial on how to use it and everything like that. So another thing that you guys want to set up, if you can, I'm just telling you exactly what we have. If you can set up, it's like 30 bucks a month, 40 bucks a month. Set up CallRail, like right now. CallRail. You might not even know why you're setting it up. Just go and set it up. And it's crazy how like the longer you've been in this, the more you realize the potential of things. So CallRail, and I think we're recording this right now, so we'll probably put this in a link too, and maybe send it out to everyone as well if everybody wants that. So yeah, set up CallRail. What CallRail is going to allow you to do is huge, man. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have a couple of people, it might be you or your partner, and you don't want to be dialing out of your number or a Google number. It's going to get blocked at some point. So what ZenCall does is you go to ZenCall, first of all, before you even create any numbers, don't do any of that. Create companies, all right, within CallRail. And CallRail's crazy because they won't teach you how to use it, but then if you call, they'll tell you how to do it. So write this down. When you create your CallRail account, create companies. All right, so company 1, and this is how I created mine. For one person, I created Chris's Podio number, or you can put Chris's number, whatever you want, but that's one account. All right, and then you're gonna create another account for you. If it's just you and your partner or whatever, your name, Ramon's call number, but they each have to have their own company within CallRail. Because the way we did it is we didn't create companies. We just started adding numbers because we get them 10 numbers for free. Woo! And we were all getting everybody's calls, and we didn't know whose call it was. It was a nightmare. Like, he'd be getting my text, I'd be getting his text. Who the hell is this? I don't know. Who is that? Did you call him? So create a company right out the gate. It's going to say companies on the left side. Company 1, your name. Company 2, their name. And whoever you bring on board, create a company for them. And then add a number. And then that's when you create the number afterwards. And then add that number to a company. So your number, you're going to add it to your company. His number, you add it to his company. And then that way you each could just have control and separation. And where this is going to come into play is you're going to be able to text out of Podio too. All right. So Podio is going to allow you to text from it. So whenever you want to text someone out of Podio, you want the text to come from you. So you're going to put your number, because our developer guy is going to link up your CallRail to your Podio too. All right. So you can make calls and do all that from within Podio. So whenever you want to text someone out of Podio, you're going to put in your number from your company that you created, and then it's going to send them a text, and you're going to be able to text through Podio. When they reply back and you left the office, it's going to go to your CallRail account, and it's going to send an alert. Hey, you just got a Podio text back. So it's going to link up to your Podio, so you know the conversation that you're having, and then it's going to go to your phone too. So whenever you're on the phone and somebody says, where can I call you back? Give them your CallRail number, the one that's going to be you. So that way you don't have to switch numbers. It gets complicated, man. If you have too many numbers, too many things, just use that one. It's going to simplify the hell out of your life, man. So that's huge. So CallRail. So there's that, man. We talked about leads, data, texting, cold calls. What are we doing right now? As I told you guys, like, we want to get a lot of deals. So if I told you that 5,000 contacts for us gets us one deal and we want to get more deals, what do you think we did? We increased it all, right? So now we're doing 20,000 contacts a week. And guess how many deals we're getting a week? 5. Isn't that crazy? Well, I mean, it's 5 because we get some of the leftovers from the calls or whatever. But in reality, we're getting at least 3 to 5 deals a week because we increased the formula. So if you know 5,000 gets you one deal, how are you going to get 4 deals? Boom, get 20,000. You know, that's going to get you 4 deals. And that's what we did. So what are we doing right now? We're hitting up 20,000 people a week, non-negotiable, man. Now, when we start out, we're doing 5,000 a week, non-negotiable. So you just have to know where you're at, with your budget, with your credit card. And don't be afraid to put on the credit card, man. This thing's going to work out. But if you're doing it consistently and the way we're saying it, if you go off the path because you stop believing, it's not going to work. Dude, I would stop believing towards the end of the week when we hadn't gotten a deal. And I would say, all right, 5,000 didn't do it. Consistency, yeah. 5,000 didn't do it. Let's add another 2,000, man. Dude, I know I'm like really close to my budget, but let me do another 2,000 and see if it works. And then we get a deal for the following 2,000. So if it's not 5,000, add another 2 and get a little bit closer and higher. But it's going to work. But you just have to figure out what works for you and your market. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now, man. We set up a budget for ourselves. We're going to do 20,000 outbound every week. It's not a lot, you know, because some of our closest friends are doing 50,000 texts a day, man, 40,000 texts a day. Dude, it's like crazy the power that these people have out there. But you can do it too. You don't have to start big. You can hit 5,000 people a week. Dude, send 1,000 texts a day, 1,500 texts a day. Just have that consistency and believe in the process, and things are going to change like that. Don't think that things are going to change in 6 months. Things are going to change like next week. You're going to get your deal. You're going to call me and say, hey, man, I just got a deal. Can you help me close it? What do I tell them? How do I position it? Which we're going to talk about right now. But it will work, man, because what I'm telling you is legit. I'm giving you my cold callers number. I'm giving you my developers number. I'm giving you every single thing we got. And why? Because I'm sure some of you guys are going to be grateful. You're going to come back to me and say, hey, man, I'm starting to get leads. What can I do? Can you help me on this? Can you help me on that? Do you know anyone that might want to buy it? We want to start working with some people that way as well. Dude, we have 61 people on the call right now. Dude, if we could get 2 people to succeed, 3 people to succeed, because not everyone's going to follow this through, all right? I'm sure 1 or 2 people will, and they're going to succeed. I was at a conference like 7 months ago, and I was sitting there like trying to figure it out. And the dude said, one of you guys is going to succeed. Not all of you are going to succeed because some of you are going to be stubborn fucks, and you're going to do this one way or another. And I could tell in your face which one of you guys have that drive to succeed. And it will happen. And I was like sitting there. I'm like, this guy's talking to me. I'm that stubborn motherfucker. I have the drive I believe in myself. I'll quit anything right now and start over because I believe in what I can do. It's the same thing with you guys, man. Some of you guys have it, and some just don't really believe that much. You're kind of tipping your toes in the water, trying to figure, is it for reals? Is it not? But some of you guys are fed up with this thing not working for you, that you're just going to make it happen one way or another. And if some of these things that we help you with, help you get closer to that, is going to happen. And like I'm telling you, man, we started working with a couple of our buddies last month. Like, dude, they're closing on deals. Dude, they closed on a deal 5,000 2 days ago, closing on a deal 10,000 today. And they're doing exactly what we told them, man. They have 2 cold callers. They didn't question anything. They have 2 cold callers. They have 5,000 leads, and they texted them, and the cold callers are calling them, and it's linked. So when the cold callers hits wants offer, it goes to their Podio, and all they're doing, and they just keep it going. They're just keeping it going. They're seeing the results. But what's the difference between them and people that it's not working for? Just the people. That's it. You have the formula. It's not it's like surprising that people think it's something that people are holding back. It's not. Now you have the formula. You need to get the leads, the right leads, leans. We don't even go after leans anymore. But we know that's where the deals are at. What do we go after? 7 years or older ownership. Now, here's a huge one for you. All right, here's a huge one. Don't go after expensive ass houses. If you're just starting out, hey man, I got this house. They want $750,000 for it. The one next door just sold for 850,000. So yeah, man, what's up? Dude, no, nobody's gonna want to buy that. Dude, it's hard. Yeah, I told a guy yesterday, all right, can you get it for 500,000? No. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, no, it's not a deal. All right, so this is what you need to stick to. All right, and you're gonna thank me, man. To this day, we don't go above this. I'll be exact. All right, so 300,000 and below when you're doing your search. 300,000 and below, that's it. We don't go a penny higher than that. Because what'll happen is, you know, a house will be worth like 280, 290. We'll get like a 210, 200-ish, 215. And it's a deal, and people are usually cool to picking it up for an extra 10, 5, and everybody's happy. Everybody wins. But and those you could sell quick, man. You'll sell that thing like in half an hour if you got some good spreads in there. So that stay under 300,000. If you're new, don't get creative. I try to go to Arcadia a while back and lock down a house for 400,000, and I was like trying to give it away at the end, man. Dude, just somebody take it. Dude, give me nothing. Take it. Somebody buy it, and nobody would buy it. Why? It was a good deal because it was worth like 550-ish, and I had it like around 400-ish. So it was a deal. But why didn't nobody buy it if it has so much spread, so much value? Because I didn't know that in Arcadia, if you have a 2-story house behind a 1-story house that you're trying to sell, nobody's going to want it. And those are the things that you have to go hit your head against the wall and find out. So even though it had a shitload of equity, nobody wanted it because it had a massive 2-story behind it overlooking their pool where they were going to swim in the nude probably. So I was like, dude, I don't even know. So that's what I learned out of that. So stick under 300,000, right? Yeah, Arcadia Home's sitting there for a while. Now that 300,000 is based on Arizona, all right? So that's a good question. That's not based on Florida. If you need more accurate numbers as to what you need to be under in your market, hit us up, hit the DM. We've talked to several disposition companies in different areas like in Florida, Atlanta, where else? California. So it might vary. So that 300,000, because you might be in California and San Francisco right now listening to it, is like 300,000. I ain't gonna get shit, you know. But that's gonna vary depending on your market. So if you want a little bit more help as to what you need to stay under, let me know for sure, man. We'll give you the exact number because we talked to a lot of people out there. And how do I know that this formula works everywhere? Because we've gone virtual before, believe it or not. Woo, we went virtual. We tested out El Paso a while back, and it's horrible, all right? When the shootings went down in El Paso, this is gonna sound horrible. We're like, let's go after El Paso. They're gonna want to sell. It sounds horrible, right? But we're like, there's a lot of stuff going on in El Paso. Let's hit them up. There's gonna be people wanting to move out. So it's horrible, but I mean, we hit El Paso hard. Like for one day, we got like 50 leads of people wanting to sell with this formula, man. What did we do? We downloaded 5,000 contacts. We knew that the El Paso market is pretty close to this one. 5,000. What do? We texted 5,000 people. I uploaded the 5,000 to the caller. I put 4 dialers onto the caller because we wanted quick results. And boom, 20, 30, 40, 50 leads came in that same day. Texting, everybody was so happy, so welcoming. I was like, we need to move to El Paso. All right. So this formula works, man. We tested it in Long Beach a few weeks back. We started getting some leads off of that. We're like, oh crap, it's working. We tested in Bakersfield, it was working. And so we have a couple of markets that we're trying to go into right now that we're going to be testing. So that's that, all right? So we're going to try to keep it around an hour, man. I know that you guys have stuff to do, but this is huge, man. What we're about to talk about next is huge. Because what happens when you get that lead that says they want to sell, that says that they have surgery in 7 days, that says that, you know, they need a certain amount. It's not too far. Now, keep this in mind. If the house is worth, you know, a certain amount, and you know that you need to have it at a certain amount, and they are about 20,000 apart from where you need to be, dude, freaking take that call, take that meeting all day long. So just because they're about 20,000 apart, you can negotiate that down to that 20,000. There's things that you can say, things that you can do to make that number work. And that's more of a sales training call that we could do in a future date, but we don't want to dive too deep into that. So how do we have our Podio system set up? And this is huge, all right? We have our script in Podio. So whenever we go to Podio, our acquisitions person, because that's when the lead came in, already has what they say. Let me see. Share. Okay. Do you guys want me to share a screenshot, a screen view of what our Podio looks like? Do you guys want to see exactly what it looks like? This is some forbidden shit right here, man. Nobody shows you anything because that's some true how it looks. And I did this all myself. I don't know if people have it like this, but I wanted my Podio to implement everything in it. So that way, whoever I put in there would be able just to go in and just say what needs to be said to close the deal. All right. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to do a quick screen share. Hopefully there's nothing inappropriate in the background of my screens or anything that pops up. Spam, spam nowadays will pop up crazy random pictures that I don't know how they got there. So just full disclosure, if you see anything weird in my background, it's spam. It might be Russia. I don't know. So whole other topic. All right, here, I'm about to share my screen, all right? I'm going to show you guys my Podio real quick. How the fuck do I share my screen? Here you go, desktop, whiteboard. Cool. I'm going to share my desktop here. Are you guys able to see? 2 thumbs up. Can you guys see my desktop? Okay, cool. All right, so let's go to Podio. Boom, here we go. All right. So this is what our Podio solution looks like. Let me go to the main screen. All right. So this is what it looks like. It looks complicated as hell, but these are just updates on whatever the hell's happening. So don't even worry about that. These are just some recent updates. Don't look at these addresses, you snakes, in case we have any snakes in here. Close your eyes, earmuffs, and close your eyes. Don't look at my addresses. So let's go to seller leads real quick. I'm going to give you a quick tour. And I'm going to show you what I mean by our acquisitions guy having it easy, plug and play easy, all right? So I'm going to click on this lead here. That's me. I created it for the purposes of today's call in case we're going to get up in here. So let me show you how it looks. And this is going to like revolutionize a lot of minds, even some of the people that are out there more seasoned. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just like super proud of our Podios, what our Podio can do. Now it doesn't look that bad. So what do I mean by texting? Boom, check this out. We could text in here right now. Let's say I want to text this person. SMS dot what up, playa. Boom. I sent a text out. And sent it successfully, right? So now this person received my text message. So now you could be texting people on a Podio. So you guys are going to have that too. All right. You don't have a weak Podio does nothing because then it sucks. So let's go into the acquisition side. What I'm telling you guys. So this is what it looks like. We have a little bit of motivation here. Just the basic information about the client. So what do we do when a client goes silent on us, right? You can't follow up with the client forever. Now this is huge. You can't follow up with you could try again, send them a text again, damn it again, tomorrow. Let's say you get tired after the 5th or 6th attempt, you're done with this guy, right? What do? This is huge. I go down to set drip campaign. All right, so this is gonna bring me all the way down to set drip campaign. I click this button right here, set follow-up, start the follow-up campaign. I click that button, right? So let me show you. Okay, so I need to select the template, sorry. So boom, weekly follow-up, that's the name of the template that we created. And I'm gonna start a follow-up campaign of this sucker because he will not answer my calls. And I'm done with this fool, but I still wanna have a shot at it at some point, right? Cool, so what does this do exactly is massive. Let me show you here, hold on. There he goes. Okay, so within this follow-up process, I set up 10 follow-ups within that one process. And I spaced them apart 7 days out. All right, so once I hit start drip campaign, I will never have to worry about this fool, but he's still gonna be getting hit up by me. Check this out. So what'll happen once I hit that button? Week 1, 7 days out. He's gonna get a text, hey, just following up, are you still interested? Whatever. 14 days. Hey, are you still looking? 21 days out, he gets an audio voicemail drop from me. Isn't that crazy? He's going to get a voicemail from me 21 days out. Hey, man, just following up. I know you were interested in selling, man. Just give me a call back. Here's my number. This is not even fair. Like, dude, if your follow-up game is not as strong as this, because we're all good at following up, but if you don't have something like this, you're missing out. Our fourth action, he's going to hit up again 28 days out. Hey, did anything change in your life that I should take into consideration? 35 days out. Hey, we've tried to contact you a few times. I mean, should we just stop? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to be bugging you. 42 days out. When do I quit? Hey, another voicemail drop. Hey, man, it's me again. I just want to see if you're still interested. Are you okay? I haven't heard from you at all, man. 49 days out. Hey, you still looking? You know, like more. There's more. 58 days out. Hey, man, one more follow-up. I did not receive anything from you. I know, apologies for the continued follow-up. I mean, I just don't want to drop the ball on my side. 9th action, 65 days out. When am I going to let this guy go? God damn, this is nine follow-ups. Hey, apologies, man. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for the multiple texts. You know, I just want to make sure it's not me. 10th action, dude. Check this out. Another one. Hey, sorry for yet again. So the question is, when do you let this poor sucker go? I mean, poor gentleman go? 72 days out. This guy is going to get hit up 10 times after I forgot about him. When I forgot that this guy exists, I'm still hitting him up every 7 days until he tells me to freaking stop or whatever. So this is huge, man. So you think your follow-up game is strong? Oh, I'll follow with him. I'll follow up with him. Oh, you won't. And if you are, good, because that means you're awesome. But when you have it at this level, where the system's just doing it for you, and it's you, it sounds like you. I mean, how awesome is that, right? I mean, that's huge right there, man. I think that's a huge differentiator from people that are getting deals and for people that are not getting deals, man. Some people give up, 2-3 weeks out, and they're like, all right, that's it. Boom. I'll follow with them in a year. Have your system do it for you. Now, our developer is going to add this for you. 2, snakes, don't look at the addresses. But yeah, so you're going to have that. This whole drip campaign is awesome. So we could email from here as well. We could text. But just for your follow-up game, this is a game changer, man. You're not even playing in the same league if your follow-up game is not this strong, all right? This is where we text. So let me take it a step further to what I was originally going to talk about, our acquisition side. If I click here on the address, let me show you what happens, okay? And this is so cookie cutter that this thing, dude, hold on, man. Let me show you. So here's the address. Boom, boom, boom. Gorgeous house by the mountains. I wonder who lives there. Get Zillow information, right? So the first thing our acquisitions people do is this. Boom. They click that button, and then they click that button, and then the system does all the work for them, right? So here's all the information. Boom, boom, boom. You're talking to the seller. So let me show you. I have the script built into our Podio Solution. So we don't have a page. We don't have anything like that, all right? So our script is very simple, man. Hey, hi there. This is John. Just following back up. I know you spoke, and I'm gonna send you these things, but just to go over. I know you spoke one of our team members getting an obligation cash offer. You have a minute? Great, cool. All right, let me just. What's a good email so I can send you the offer? It's always good to get the email up front. All right. So we talked about what do you do to get to this point, but now we're talking about what happens when you actually get to that point, because you don't want to screw it up once you're in front of them. All right. So this is key, because you're not getting any deals if you don't position it like this. You might. Blind squirrel finds a nut. A guy told me once. So yeah. So what's a good email, man? I'm going to send you an offer as soon as we're done with this conversation. Cool. Great. All right, man. So up front, you got to be up front with these people, or else you're going to be on the phone with them for 20, 30 minutes, and they're going to say, what? You got to be up front. Hey, so just to be perfectly transparent, absolutely transparent, we're looking to buy houses that need a little bit of work. So our offer is going to be as is, all right? So that's what our offer looks like. No repairs, no hassle. Now, take into consideration, since the offer is as is, it'll be a little bit lower, just so you can take that into consideration, that the repairs that will be taken over. Does that sound good? You got that upfront commitment, and they expect a lower offer from you right out the gates. If you don't position this right out the gates, you're going to waste a lot of hours a week because you're not being upfront with them. Be upfront. My offer is going to be an as-is offer, so therefore it's a little bit lower because we're going to take those repairs into account. All right? So that's huge. Cool. Great. So you write down the email. All right. I'm going to ask you a few questions just to get a better feel for the property, and just be as honest as possible. We can make an accurate offer. Cool. Then they just start filling in some information, occupied, month-to-month, lease. Very important. Is the house currently with the realtor? Yes. Boom. Stop here. You're done. All right. Cool. See you later. No. Keep going. And so we've customized all this so that way it looks like this. You can write whatever you want in there. Come to an agreement so you can sell. You need to know these things, pain points, but most importantly, what's prompting you to sell? You need to find the three things, right? And this is very important. A lot of the big players use this. You need to have the reason, the pain point, what's happening, because you're going to roll that back into your offer at the end. If you don't have that, you're going to have a weak ass offer, and you suck. All right, so you have to have pain because you're going to regurgitate the pain. What's happening? What's going on? I need surgery. 7 days. I need money. Surgery, 7 days. Cool. Oh, man, I'm so sorry about that, man. I just had surgery on my knee, and I know how it feels. You'll be all right, though. Just got to keep whatever. Boom. Go empathize. 2 is the condition. So the condition, and electrical problems, AC, foundation. So you need to go through these whether you want to or not. At the beginning, I wasn't going through any of these because I want to get to the point. But this is what's going to ground your seller. If you don't ask these things, you're not going to ground your seller. Now your seller knows, oh, shit, electrical problems, yes. Broken windows, yes. Plumbing, no. AC, dude, I've never replaced it. Oh, what? Foundation, no. The water heater is still the original one. Oh, really? The original one? God dang, those things only last for like a few years. So you're already you're grounding them with every question that you ask them. That's why you're doing this. It's like death by 1,000 needles, dude. Like every time you do one of these and they don't have this, you're slowly making them get to your level where you're going to have to be. So it's very important you do all of these things. Have you ever remodeled the kitchen? No. What? Really? Dude, dang. You never done that? Okay. Well, dude, it's all good, man. We don't even need you to do that, so don't worry. But you already poked another needle in his back. Have you ever updated the bathrooms? No. Oh, man, really, dude? Oh, my God. It's all good. Don't even worry about it, man. But most people usually, it's recommended to update or whatever every so many years, but don't even worry about that. So everything you ask them is going to help you ground them. So we've gone through a lot of sales processes out there. And this is what actually works for us. And look at this. It has the instructions on there for you. You guys can take screenshots of this if you want, by the way. I don't know if it lets you take screenshots on your computer. So look at this. It doesn't get any easier. Say all of this together. Ooh, what do I do here after I go through all the questions? I don't know what to do. I'm telling you, this is pretty cookie cutter shit. Say all of this together. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to say all that together. No, great, man. Well, thanks for answering my questions. Now I have a better idea of the general condition of the properties to be. Just plugging in some numbers now. Just give me a second. We're going to get that offer out to you, Mr. Customer. Thank you so much. Just one more second. I'm almost done here. Now, just, to give you a quick heads up before I get this offer out to you, if this works for you, the offer that we're about to put together, next step, send it over, a quick e-signature, whatever. We'll schedule time to take pictures for insurance, financing, boom, boom, boom. So what do we do here? Even before I make the call, I go over here to Zillow, and I know some people are going to say, Zillow is always off. Zillow's so inaccurate, blah, blah, blah. So typically Zillow will give us a number, right? So let's say Zillow says on this house, just because I didn't plug in a lot of stuff, it doesn't say it. So let's say this house is worth like $320, because I know what that house is worth, all right? So let's say Zillow says $320 on there, right? The way we have our system, this might be huge for some of the players out here. We have it so cookie cutter that it's not even fair, right? So when I see, first of all, when I see Zillow's 320, I'll scroll down to my offer area. So I have it ready. because I want the system to do the work for me, man. I don't want to worry about having to run numbers. Oh, what's the number? All right, so I plug it in, then I go through all those steps. So, all right, man, just working the offer here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm about to have your number. So Zillow will actually populate this for you. Once you hit Zillow and comps, this will pre-fill for you on your system. And so guess what's up? Look at this. How easy is this for your sales reps? Offer whatever you want of these numbers. If they want any higher, tell them you're going to have to get manager approval. I'll look at it real quick, put them on hold, and we'll try to make the deal work. But this way, you give yourself the shot at having some good-ass spreads on your properties. You know, why do we get 30,000 spreads, 40,000 spreads on the deals? Because we don't give ourselves the room for non-spreads. Why am I going to have 75, 80, 90? I don't want them at 75. If I'm going to work on a deal, I want to make money. You know, I don't want to make $2,000. You know, if I'm going to get a deal, you bet. I was going to say something inappropriate. I was going to say, you bet your sweet ass, but I'm not going to say it. You bet your, I don't know what I could replace in that, but I'm just going to say you bet. You bet we're going to make, 20 to 30 grand a deal if we get a deal. So whenever people see us get deals, we're making 20, 30 grand on this deal because I don't put myself in a position to make pennies on a deal. All right. I don't want to make pennies. I'm here to make money. And guess what? If you're making 2,000 on a deal and I'm making 40, 30,000 on a deal, you're probably working more for these 2,000 than I'm working on my deal for 30,000. You're going to struggle more on those half-ass, weak-ass, no-profit deals that are going to end up falling apart at the end, and you're not even going to make your 2,000. The bigger the spreads, the easier the deals typically are, and it's crazy how that works, man. The bigger the spreads, the easier the deals. So put yourself in a position to make money. Don't put yourself in a position. Don't give yourself the option to not make money, man. So I'll tell you that. I had 75 in here before. I had 80 in here before. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Now, guess what happens? Most of the time, this is not going to work because the house is worth 320. I'm getting 224. But that's fine because that's where the negotiation starts. And this is how it sounds like. Hold on. And you guys can take a screenshot of this, all right? Now, you always have to be lower than what they want because if you're giving them the right amount that you need, you're not going to end up at the number that you need. So do this. And check this out. For your acquisitions guy or whoever it is, whatever commission structure you have, they know how much they're making right out the gates. And this will keep your people hungry. Oh, how much do I want to make today? You know what? I built some kick-ass rapport with this person. And I think that if I get it I think I could get it at 182. This guy loves me. And I'll make $2,000. Like have your commissions next to each of the offers that they're going to make so they know what they're making up front. You get 3.5% of whatever. I don't know what the hell that is. What's there? $200? $300? I don't know. Tell me what I'm gonna make. All right. Well, on the low end, I'm gonna make $1,000. Shoot, hell, I'll take it. Now this is at a 10%, typically around 10% or something like that. Spreads. So these are just some of the spreads that we think this, based on the numbers. So this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna say no to this number. Okay. So don't think just because I have it written in there, it's gonna work. All right, no, that's not how it works. Oh, he wrote it in there, it works. No, it doesn't. So they're gonna say no, and I already have it ready. So you guys can take a screenshot of this. And you can make it your own, and I switch this thing every day. My script gets changed like daily. And I know we're running out of time. I'm gonna try to wrap it up. This is the last part. We'll open it up for some questions and stuff. So this is how the offer goes. Hey, Mr. Mrs. Seller. It definitely sounds like you're ready to move on to bigger, better things. It sounds like you're in a good spot. And that's something that I got from that Diddy dude at the conference. Diddy? Real estate Diddy? I got that one, but you're ready to move on to bigger and better things. I like that. So I implemented that. I had something else. You can implement whatever you want, whatever you hear from me, from somebody else. Change it up, make your own, add whatever. We're about to change it again today, just to put it that way. All right? So it definitely sounds like you're ready, man. You're ready to roll, knowing the property needs a little bit of TLC, needs repairs, we're going to take it all out of your hands. We go 10 days or less, add all the benefits. You're telling me that you need surgery, so open up what they said, the pain. You told me you need surgery, and oh my God, we definitely want to do that for you, help you, make sure you're okay because your health's first. But, the house definitely needs some TLC. You told me that the AC doesn't work. Boom, you're hitting pain, you're hitting condition of the property. Two things that an offer needs. Right? If you don't know that, write it down. Pain and condition in your offer. If you don't offer pain, You don't have condition in your offer, it's not gonna. You're like at 20% closing rate, man. You know, so you definitely got to get that surgery. I understand, man. I'm gonna send my prayers to you, man. I have a prayer group that I'm in, but you know, knowing that the property does need the AC that you told me, and you never upgraded the kitchen, you never, you know, redone the bathrooms, and you're saying that, you know, these are things that need to be done, the tenant, whatever, you know, and then your benefit. So the third thing, so pain, condition, and the benefit, right? And so the benefit, you know, knowing that we can get this thing done for you by next week when you need it. We're gonna pay all cash, pay for your closing costs, pay for your title fees, whatever, you know. Could we be around, you know, like 208 to 220, 224 around there? Pause. They're gonna say, fuck no. All right. So we already know they're gonna say no. Don't think that they say yes to us because we sound amazing. They're gonna say yes. No, they don't. They always say no. Fuck no. Oh man, dude, you know what? Taking into consideration, bring it up again. Take into consideration the things that need to be done on the property. I mean, you know, you told me needs to be some stuff that need to be done. You know, what's the least that you would take? You know, and again, we're gonna close on your timeline. Hit them again. No repairs, cash, as is. You know, I'm asking. The reason why I'm asking, ma'am, is because if we're not too far apart when where we need to be and where you need to be, you know, I could have my manager try and review it right now and see if we can get a little bit closer, you know, to make a deal today. We're already on the phone. We spent the last 20 minutes together, you know, just try to make this happen if we can. Well, you know, you're at 220, 224. I need at least 240, at least 240 to make this work. Boom. The house is worth 320. Shit. Even if they say 350, you got a deal. Right? Because that's what they're going to say. Dude, you said 220, but I do have that surgery and you are going to do all these nice things for me and the house is shit. Can you do like 240, man? 240, I think we could do it at 240. That's what they're going to tell you. You're going to say, act like your back hurts. Oh, look, let's do this, man. You can take screenshots of this if you want, man. Let's do this, all right? And see how awesome it is? Like it's going down the line here for your people, for your salespeople. Let's do this, man, all right? Is it okay if I put you on a brief hold? What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get that increase to that amount that you're requesting now. Yes. You want to get them to say yes. Yeah, put me on hold. Okay, great. Now, very quickly, this is where you set them up for the close, all right? This is probably even more important than any of the other shit. All right, very quickly, before I put you on hold, though, all right, if I can get my finance manager to approve this for you and we can secure those funds to the side, Diddy, that was huge. I like that. I added it to my shit like right away. We're probably going to change some of that stuff today. We can secure those funds right now for your transaction, you know, and be ready to get the, you know, the ball rolling right now, you know, because I know he's going to ask me, are you ready to get the ball rolling right now? That's what he's going to ask me. Are you ready? Are you ready to get the ball rolling right now? Because I know he's going to ask me, you know, he always does that to me. I go try to fight for people and he asks me that same question. So now I'm just asking people up front, are you ready? Because I'm going to go and try to make this work for you. All right. They're going to say, yeah, fuck yeah, you give me the 240. Let's go right now. Where do I sign? All right, man, cool. Well, let me try and do that for you. Just give me a brief moment, all right? Boom. That's it. You always have to put the people, if they're your fight, you got to make it seem like you're working with them. And it took us a while to get it like this. And we're still fixing it. We're still updating things, man. So, and then you go back, hey, man, I got great news, man. Now, this is the point where you just get their commitment and try to lock it up very quickly and get them off the phone quickly because you're going to outsell yourself. A lot of people don't know about that. If you talk too much at the end and you leave spaces and you let them run the conversation, they're just going to say, you know what, never mind, let me think about it. Wrap it up. All right, so, all right, great news. Look, looks like you have a deal. You know, congratulations, man. I'm so freaking happy for you. I was like worried for a moment. Now, what I'll do is I'll send the offer to your email. Now, just to be honest, our offers do expire in 24 hours. Tonality, lower your tone. Now, to be honest, our offers do expire in 24 hours, all right? Boom, you just told her a secret. This guy just shared a secret with me. I didn't even know. He probably doesn't even tell anyone. To be honest, our offers do expire in 24 hours, all right? That's how we get away with not moving forward in case we buy another one. So until you meet, this thing's going to expire in 24 hours. Whisper the shit out of it, man. And then now, are you able to get this signed in the next 15 minutes? I'm only asking because I'm going to be in the office for another hour. Sometimes people have questions, and I want to make sure I'm available if those questions do come up. Can you get that going? Oh yeah. It just yeah. Send it right now. I'm here in front of the phone. Cool. All right, man. Get them off. Whenever you see highlights or capitalized words, that's me. Get him off the phone ASAP. It's like, because before I would say it, get him off the phone ASAP. So now I just wrote it on there. Get him off the phone ASAP. Sounds good, man. I'll send that over right now. Just put your autograph on there. I'll give you a ring in 30 minutes just to confirm you received it. We're all good. And let's get the ball rolling, man. I'm excited for you. We'll talk very soon. Boom. And that's how that's done. That's how we do it anyways, for that portion there. How the hell do I go back to that more? Cool. So that's that, man. That's how we do that portion. Let me try and get back to where the hell we were. I guess that's how it is, man. So yeah, we're running a little bit out of time, but dude, I think you guys have it all, man. We're gonna send you all those things that you need to get 2 cold callers going. And we're gonna what else? Hold on. That's not it either. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get all those things going, so that way you guys have that. Show larger speaker. Oh shit! What the fuck did I do? That one? Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and send those things out to you, man. Does anybody have any questions? We're gonna open up to the floor. One thing I do wanna do right now is actually add one of my good friends to this, so that way they can share some stuff with you guys as well. You share maybe. How do I go back? Annie, you probably know how to do this better than me. How do I go back to the original screen?
Go on the bottom where it says share. You have a little
share. Right
suitcase thing.
Right there?
Yep. Well, I can't see.
Oh, stop share here. Never mind. I got it. Boom. There you go. We're back. Woo! Can you tell this is like my first real Zoom call? I always do like one-on-ones with like our cold callers and all that, but this is the first one. So we're gonna open it up. I want to have my good friend Franco, just give a few pointers as to how they're doing their things. I mean, if y'all cool with that, Franco has closed a shitload of deals, man, out there. So I thought I'd bring him in. Let me unmute you, Franco. Can you hear me? I don't know. It doesn't look like he has his camera. Let me ask him to start. And then we're going to open up for questions. I'm sure there's going to be a shitload of questions. And we're going to try to get to them very quickly here. We'll start video. Oh, well, unmute. It's not unmuting. I think you have to start your video, man, so it'll unmute you. Let me see. Put remove, make host. There you go. It's not, yes. Switch it. Adam, yeah, it's not allowing me to unmute you. I guess it's asking me to put that on there, man. So I don't know what's happening there. So. Can you hear me? Okay.
He has to unmute himself.
He has to unmute himself. Boom. There you go. Hey, unmute yourself, man. What are you doing? He's probably like working out right now or something. I don't know. All right, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first let me bring Annie back on and see Annie. Any last thoughts on your part? Hold on. Let me see. Are you unmuted, Annie?
Yeah.
Okay. So anything you'd like to add to that, to what we just went over? I mean, it's so much information to cover. Like this is just the basics. You went all the way from how to get the leads, where to skip the leads, what to do with the leads, to how to call the leads, who calls the leads, where are they going to go to, who's going to set all my shit up, what do I do when I get the leads? I mean, how many leads? I mean, you don't need anything else. That's it. Run with it. Some people are waiting for things to magically happen. You have it. That's it. There's no secrets. I'll just do a lot more. But I mean, Annie, you want to add anything to that? I know you guys are doing huge.
Yeah, if you guys are just kind of stuck and not really moving forward because you want to get things perfect, you're not going to get them perfect. We don't have them perfect. Ramon doesn't have them perfect. I don't think anyone does. Just go at it full force and you know that you have this community backing you up. So
Yes.
That's it. Frank, you wanna add something, buddy?
I was listening to the background. My bad. I had it muted. I was here on a quick live, but like what Annie said, I want to retouch on that. Nothing's perfect, guys. If you guys looking for the perfect pill, me and my brother were literally talking like 40 minutes ago about this. There's one guy who asked us for advice, but he's focused on being too perfect on finding the correct employees that he's like, if they're not above 40% coachable, I'm not bringing them, you know. And he's too perfect. He does tests before he brings them on board. And because of that, he's not hiring nobody. He's the only one in his operation. Me and my brother were just talking right now. It's like, we kind of started, we just threw spaghetti at the wall and see what stuck. We didn't get too technical, or like, I want to get to, you know, this is the perfect text. This is perfect this. I'm going to go see this. We just freaking went in, man. And then later on, you just start leaning up and adjusting. Like, okay, I'm leaning out on, you know, I'm spending too much on marketing, my P&L, my QuickBooks says I'm spending too much on my labor. Now you start tightening up. Don't overthink it. Cause you might ask me, I might say one thing, you might ask Ramon will say, oh, this works for me. Annie, this works for her, Rodrigo, but there's no perfect fucking pill. You just got to take action. Like you guys said yesterday, it's all about talking to people. I had this one girl who with all respect and everything, you know, she was good on the phone, but if you see her in person, she doesn't seem like a closer, you know, but in other words, she just talked to people. She's just listened to their problems and seeing what they needed. And she was closing deals, bro. She was
Absolutely, man. And if, you know, 5,000 is too much, because honestly, it can be too much, right? You're not ready. Do less, man. Get 1,000. Hit 1,000 up every week. You're going to know that at the end of the 4 weeks, 5 weeks, something's going to come through. And if it doesn't, then do it again. Wait a month, you know, get paid again and do another 1,000. Eventually it'll happen. But the main point here, that's what does it, man. 5,000 plus, then you're a contender. Should we open it up for questions? I'm just going to mute everyone. How the hell do I mute people? I should have probably taken like a course on this. Reclaim this. Cool. Unmute all. Cool. So I'm gonna mute everyone. I'm gonna mute everyone, and then anybody can ask questions. And we're this is like a chat area. I wonder if I should like mute it or not mute it. There's gonna be a lot of questions. So let me just mute it, and then we'll take the questions from the chat area. Is that cool? Let me. Annie and Frank, you guys both unmuted, right? You guys can hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, but let me mute it.
Okay.
All the other people should just be able to unmute their microphone when they're ready to ask a question.
True.
In the bottom left-hand part of the tab.
Boom, Derek. There you go, my man. A big shout out to the Ghost. We have a friend called the Ghost. He's like a huge wholesaler, and he doesn't want anybody to know that he exists. So good shout out to the host, to the host, not me. Yay. Good shout out to the Ghost. He's present. Shout out to Eric. Eric, let me put you on the spot, bro.
What's up, Ramon?
How much money did you make this week so far?
15K off 2 deals.
Okay, how long have you been doing this thing?
Probably about 3 months.
About 2-3 months, right?
3 months, but with your shark training program, probably a month.
Dude, we saw that Eric was hungry, and we're like, dude, you're hungry. You're gonna make it. We can see the fire in your eyes. Let's help you succeed. We told him what to do. He's the one I was referring to. He got the shark. He got the cold callers, did all these things, and now he's locking deals constantly. And we went to his operations 2 days ago, and we told him, listen, it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to up it because we want you to have deals consistently. And it's the same thing that we just share with everyone. You know, you just have to get a couple more, get more leads. We noticed that he didn't have enough leads. So it's just that, just upping the formula. But you guys already know how it's done. You're gonna have the same thing that he has. But why is he making it? Because he's hungry and he's dedicated, and he goes to the gym like 5 times a day. So that's probably why. All right. So he's a perfect example, man. We're about to close on one today, right? 10 grand.
Yeah. Yep.
10 grand. $10,000. Woo!
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, man. So yeah, man. Let's do that. I'm going to unmute everyone. Everybody, put your phone on mute. Whoever has a question, You need it on your own, right? Is that what'll happen? Cool. So cancel, unmute all. All right, go on. Anybody has any questions right now? We will not hold anything back. Everyone has been unmuted. You can unmute your own one if you have a question right now. I know we have some in the chat area.
I do have a question. So you guys are cold call it. No, but don't have to.
How would you school?
I kind of leave
So this is what I'll do. I can't hear anything. So this is what I'll do, man. I put you all on like a big screen where I can see everyone. Whoever has a question, go like this. And I'll unmute you. Boom, right there. Izzy.
So I have Aria Pro.
What up, man?
You're gonna have to have everybody mute their screens, man, because that's
Yeah. Hold on, let me mute all. And let me unmute Izzy. Unmute Izzy. There you go, Izzy. What's up, man?
So I have Aria Pro. I was wondering, can I use you guys CRM? It has a CRM built into it. Can I have you guys system link to it some type of way? Or do I have to get the Podio separately?
Yeah. So you have REI Pro. And then, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could potentially link it to it. Like, honestly, if it can be linked, our guy will be able to link it. Like,
Okay.
yeah, dude, anything that can be done in Podio, I will do for you.
Okay.
So if you, and we're gonna email you that number too, man.
Okay,
So
thanks, bro.
I just talked to him like an hour ago. He's like, he's in India, and I was like, dude, emergency, my thing won't text. What's up? And he called me right away. He's like, I'm in the middle of a taxi right now. Can I call you back? I'm on my way to my parents. So, oh, dude, sorry, man. Yeah, call me when you get a chance. Or yeah, you're gonna have that guy's number, man.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. Anybody else? Questions? What's up? Boom, Joe. Hold on. Go.
Hey, quick question on the leads. So in the market that I'm in, as you mentioned, over here I don't really need that 5,000, man, with 3,500.
For everyone that doesn't know, Joe is in El Paso. We tested El Paso with Joe. He was like, I called Joe, dude, we got 20 people, go, lock him up. He was like, what the hell? Oh, holy shit.
That's what's going on right now. So
boom.
My question to you is, when the leads that are coming in, like, how do you know? So again, I'm a one-man show. Do I call every single one of them? I know some of them are saying, well, no, give me my offer. This is what I want. If not, don't even bother. Those obviously I move aside, but some are like, well, just make me an offer. I'm like, okay. So call every single one of them back. Do I get, at this point, I've only been live for, I want to say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's overwhelmed, man. There's a lot.
You're a lucky man. So Joe was part of our Sharks in Training program. So he pretty much did this, but like more hands-on, dude. Like he set up Zen call. We went in there, we tweaked it, we removed some things, we set up his all his reports. I mean, we helped him just more customize it a little bit more, but he got the same thing, but more of a hands-on kind of thing. So for you, man, your one-man show, you have to do it yourself. You have to be your own lead cleaner. Honestly, for us, we have a person that gets all the leads. Like, this is how our flow works. From Zen call or wherever the hell the leads come from, it goes into Podio. And then we have our front person, Yessie, that will go through them and clean up all the shit. She'll say, oh, this guy's crazy, this guy's crazy. No, she'll call everyone. And then she'll send us, or she'll send me or the acquisitions person the ones that sound like they really have a need. But if you're a one-man operation, I mean, you have to do all those, wear all those hats, man.
And like you said, clean it up and keep the good ones. Yeah.
I'm going to send you guys I think I might have already sent you guys for the developer email, I think. If not, I'll send it over to you too, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. What up?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All good, man. All good. Anyone else? Questions? Okay, I'm moving to the next page. Questions? Anybody? Questions? Honestly, we can only see if you guys raise your hand, and most people don't even have the video up.
Daniel has a question.
Who? Daniel?
Daniel?
Okay, cool.
I do have a
Oh, you
question.
guys see the same thing that I'm seeing, like everyone?
I have mine set.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I could do like a screen share of this. No, it's not even gonna work. Okay, let's just go like the way we're doing it. Daniel, what's up, man?
So recently, I just implemented the whole dialer. I got a prop stream. My issue with my cold calling that I realized previously is that I get a lot of people that have little to no equity but are trying to get out of their situation.
Yeah.
I've been reading up on it. There's like subject to and with the lease option I've been reading about, but I don't know how to do any of those, and I'm not trying to pass up these deals. What do you suggest I do in this early stage where I'm not ready to handle that?
Yeah, I think the best thing you could do is partner up, man. Partner up with that's doing subject twos. And hold on 1 second, Annie, you wanna take this one? Go ahead, and I think you and me both know the answer to that one. What to do if you have a subject to deal and you don't know how to work it yet? Can you hear me, Annie?
She's muted.
Are you muted?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, take it, Annie.
If you don't know how to work it, reach out to someone that's in your local market. Get advice from them. If there's little to no equity, but they're still wanting to sell, refer it to a realtor. And then at that point, you can figure out how to split commissions with the realtor. You can have that discussion with them because you're giving them free leads. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would honestly start with other wholesalers in your local market. Try to learn from them. Obviously, every market is a little bit different. So that's the way I would go about it.
There you go. Yeah, my computer was gonna die, so I had to connect it. Cool, man. So yeah, that's probably the best way, man. Just connect with somebody else in your market that's doing those. Hey, anybody interested in any of these? You post it to any wholesaler site. Some people's gonna raise their hand. Yo, I'll do it. You know, and then just split it with them or have them agree a price, right? Commission price for it. Anybody else? Anybody else? Boom, Izzy, what's up?
So when I implement this program, if I get overwhelmed, like Joe was saying earlier,
Yeah.
do you guys have like a one-on-one program, coaching program to be able to help with situations like those?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So what we're doing right now, this is kind of cool. I don't think anybody else is doing it. I mean, I might push a little bit more for it. So we actually call leads, dude. There's one-man teams that have a 9 to 5. They're getting leads in, but they don't have time to call them. They're like, hey, man, I can't get to them. I'm getting too many leads. Can you help me out? Can you have one of your people calling for me and let me know? You know, if you close it, we'll agree a little split on something if we get deals. So even that might work, or maybe just have somebody you know do it for you. But if anybody is interested in that, I mean, we don't mind. We do have that, and you know, we'll just an email away. Hey, I got these people I need calling. Can one of your people do it? They're here all day. Take a call. And at the end of the day, if it's money, money's money. At the beginning, you have to start with value. How do I start? I was getting deals. I was bringing people deals. I was making people money. Everybody was around me was making money. People were liking me. Oh, who's that guy? He's making me money. You have to lead with value, man. So if that's something that you guys want, you know, like I could send you guys an email. It's just office@byazconsulting.com. Office, and you guys can write it down if you want, which is huge. Like if that existed when I started, I would have loved it. I was trying to force some of my friends to do it for me. I was like, hey man, I got this lead I want to call it. Can you guy call it? Freaking, it sounds like he's gonna like put me in jail or sue me. I was so scared that I was giving leads to my friends. If you close it, get us paid, man. Get us paid. You know, so I was doing that with friends. So you can definitely do that, man. If you're interested, I mean, we're happy to help. At least while you get the ball rolling, you know. So that's all good.
Ramon, really quick, there's questions in the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. You wanna?
Yeah. So one of the questions is there a minimum dollar amount that the lien that you look for?
Is there a minimum amount for lien? No.
For liens, yeah, the amounts.
Well, at the beginning, yes. You know, the bigger the lien, the bigger the pain. But eventually, there's not that many contacts in there, so you just get all of them. because there's not going to be that many. You know, there's not like a million of them. So yeah, we started with the higher 10,000, 15,000 lean amount, 5,000. Then we're running out of contacts, and then we're like, oh, 2,000, 1,500. I mean, we didn't really care at that point. Just go after all of them.
Next one is, do you guys do any other marketing besides cold calling and texting, such as banded size PPC, Facebook ads?
You know what? We tried Facebook ads ourselves, and we liked it. You know, we liked it. We tried it. That's something that we're looking into doing. Are we doing it actively right now? We're not. Just because, I mean, we have a system set where it's very predictable. The leads come in, the thing happens, the text goes out, our front person handles them, filters them to the acquisitions, our cold callers are calling them, filters them through our front person sends it back to the acquisitions. So we have a pretty predictable business model, so we don't really like to move things around. But am I contemplating doing not PPC, all right? Let me get that straight. Unless you have $10, $15, $20,000 to throw at PPC, in our market, you're not gonna make a dent. I threw like $5,000 once, and it was just like throwing it in the hole. All right, see you later if I've done nothing. So no, not PPC. Facebook ads, I think it's genius. Honestly, my prediction, Facebook ads, I mean, if it's not already happening for people, I mean, that's gonna be the future because everyone's on there. When we tried it, we got some good leads, man, from it. What would I recommend in terms of who you're targeting through Facebook? It doesn't allow you to do a lot of targeting because of real estate and age and all these things. But honestly, I was targeting a lot of like retirement related people, you know, any interest in retirement conversations. And I was getting a lot of interest from that. People retiring, moving, whatever. Completely up to you guys though, man. We don't do PPC. We tried Facebook ones. We liked it. I'm sure it works. But right now we just have what we shared today working, and we don't want to mess it up, at least right now. Since we're starting it right now, we're in growth mode. Like 2 acquisitions people, they just started like a week ago. So that's why we implement a lot of these things, and we're changing, we're doing all these processes. So any other questions? How do we get to 10K? How do we get to 10K, Annie?
Shark.
You gonna send the link?
Yeah, well, I'll shoot the link right now, but there's more questions in the chat.
Oh.
Do you want me to read them?
Yeah, you can. That'd be cool.
All right. Are the scripts going to be included in the Podio that you're sending out over?
You know what? That's something that we did. Like we just started adding it, so he doesn't have that. Can we send you it? Yeah, we can send it to you. I mean, it's pretty easy to add. It's really easy. All you do at the left in Podio, you hit modify. You go down. You add a new column and you paste the words and you save, and now you have it in there. I mean, it's not really hard to do. So if you guys want it, I could copy them and send them over to you guys in the email too. And you could also tell the developer that you want it like ours. If you say, hey, can you make mine identical to his? Throw my name out there, or else he's gonna charge you more. Say, can you make Podio exactly how he has it? Every single little thing that he has, can you make it exact? He's gonna say, yes, I can do anything for you. And he'll do it. He'll go into ours because he has access. He has our logins. He's gonna copy everything over to yours. So that's huge, man. And we don't mind.
What, you have 2 cold callers calling 30 hours. What hours are they calling?
I think they're like from 9 to 3 around there every day. Because we're usually done like around 3 because we do other stuff, you know, that we set up appointments in the afternoon after 3. We're usually meeting with people after that. So I think like 9 to 3, any between that is good. Some people try the weekends and it works. Some people try a little bit later and it works. I mean, you can move them around. Now here's a secret. Here's a secret on saving money. ZenCall, they charge you $90 per seat, right? But if you have 2 people dialing at the same time, they're going to charge you $90 twice. So how do you get around paying that amount twice and just getting charged once? Schedule one person from 8 to 1, like 8 to 1 or something, right? And then you schedule the other one from 1:30 to like 7 p.m. Just separate the hours from 8 to 7, split them evenly between the 2. Just give them like a 30-minute window. And that way you only get charged once because they don't charge you. They only charge you if simultaneous calls that are going on. So if you have two people dialing at the same time, $180. If you separate their hours and they're not dialing at the same time, it's only $90. Even if they're different users, you can have 100 users all dialing at different times. They're only going to be one. Only when they're overlapping, that's when you get charged twice. So that's huge.
Next one. What order lists do you pull from PropStream besides liens?
Besides liens, high equity is always pretty good. I mean, you can't go wrong with high equity. And hold on, what's up? What was that, Rodrigo? Rodrigo's our operations person. He's actually in our conference room. He walking over here. Hold on. I think he has something to add to it. What's up? What up?
I mean, we just researched 7 years and older.
Oh,
I mean,
7.
That makes sense. A lot of people are looking up properties that have HOA. Don't do that. I mean, anything with HOA, you're kind of, I mean, you're running up the mountain with that one. You'll find things, you know, every so many of them, but you'll have a harder time. HOA being, there's a reason why they have HOA. They're going to be in good condition. They have management. They have to be cleaned by landscaping. So they don't really have an issue with the home on the outside. So you'll have a harder time. So that's why HOA is made, so that the properties aren't falling apart. So definitely don't look at zip codes that have a high HOA for properties, and then that's
honestly, don't complicate your life. 7 years or older. That's it. 7 years or older, anything. Like, don't even worry about liens, don't worry about high equity. If they would give me a list of a thing, I would just put 7 years or older, not on the MLS. Out-of-state owners are great. Vacants are great. Any of that is going to give you good results, man. So 7 years or older, out-of-state owners, vacant, liens.
Another good one would be just in general. I mean, if you know your market, your neighborhood, if you have a high traffic of people that actually use the bus, I mean, if you start thinking out of the box, I mean, if they're using the bus, that means, I mean, they don't have a car, right? So, or maybe they can't afford a car, or something's going on. So wherever you have these neighborhoods that the bus stops are full of people, usually you can market those areas and then you'll get a bunch of properties. I mean, everyone, you actually use a little bit more money. So those houses will be put in the contract quicker.
Cool. Yeah. So that's just, I mean, you're always going to get more strategic with it as you get more deals and more stuff. You have more room to play. But just to get going, 7 years, you know, absentee owners, you'll probably get a deal quicker from an absentee owner than anything else, because a lot of times they just want to be done with it. Any other questions out there?
Do you clean your list also? Do you stack it? If so, what program do you use?
We are actually using the lead stacker that Annie has. It's great, man. You actually can, you're going to save so much money by using that stacker, because you're not going to double hit all the people. You're not going to double skip all the people. It's awesome. And also, one thing that I learned off of that website is you could download if you have access to the MLS, you can download all the recent sales, like the 3-month sales that went down, and upload them to your stacker. And then when you add your list or whatever you want to skip, it'll say like if any of those were recently sold. So that way you don't have to skip them, because somebody just sold 2-3 months ago. Why are you skipping them? That was huge. I like that little video tutorial you guys put together.
Thank you. Besides that, there's a lot of questions as far as the contact information for the cold callers site.
We'll send that over in the email. Yep. You can get that information in the email today.
And Melissa is asking, what can we do for you?
Honestly, I mean, I was asking myself that question, you know, like, oh, I'm going to charge all these guys and make some money. But then I noticed that, you know, I'm like, dude, I don't really want to do that, you know, because I'm like, I'd rather help people legitimately and see what happens, because I wish somebody would have done this for me. You know, I was willing to pay, I was willing to go and drive and this and that, but nobody ever broke it down like this for me. And if anybody has any questions right now or doubts any of this, raise your hand and I will clarify any of it, because this is the time, man. We're giving you all the tools you need, all the processes. Hell, I even showed you how to close a deal if you haven't gone through that. So right now is the time, and I wish somebody would have done this with me. It took me a lot of time, a lot of efforts. If I would have had all this like this from the beginning, dude, I would have just taken off, because I had the will and the dedication, and I told everyone that was in front of me, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna find out how to do this. whether you help me or that guy helps me, nobody helps me, I don't care. I will figure it out, find someone, and I will make it. But that was a dedication I needed, man. But now that you guys have this, there should be no reason why you guys don't start getting deals. Hell, Joe, dude, we piloted his market like last month. He joined our Sharks and Training program. We shared the same things with him. We just helped him customize some things. And now he's getting a shitload of leads. He just told you, dude, what do I do with all the leads? He's asking us, what do I do with all the leads? So it works. That's the guy right there. We get leads from all our Sharks and Training members every day, and we call them for them. And we say, hey, this one sucks. Nothing came. This one might be a good one in a month. So, I mean, what can you guys do for me? Honestly, I mean, we're just trying to get back to everyone just because somebody did help us at one point, and this is our way to pay it forward. Now, if you guys figure it out and this shit works, you guys have to put this freaking call together and show another 40 people, and it's going to be your turn, man, once that happens. So now, if you guys do need our help, you know, with any of it, with any of the properties, you need us to call anything for you, we'll definitely do it, man. That's what we're here for. So a couple more questions and we are done. Annie, what's up? Anything else? Any questions in there?
About how much does it cost to hit 5,000 text or calls?
Well, I mean, Roar's pretty, like, to text them or to skip them? Because, I mean, they're two different things, right? So if you download 5,000 leads and PropStream, I think you get like, well, right now it shouldn't cost you anything to get 10,000 contacts because Annie's going to give you 10,000 for free once you sign up. So get those 10,000. There's 2 deals in there, right? She's going to give you 2 deals for free pretty much. If you don't want 2 deals, don't do it. But if you want 2 deals, get them. All you have to do is skip them. I think it's like what? So if they get 10,000 times 0.18 cents. So it's going to be around $1,800 to do the 10,000 leads that you're going to get. $1,800. You don't have to skip them all at once. You can skip, 5,000. When we started out, we were skipping 2,000. Skip as many as you need. You need 1,000, skip 1,000, 2,000, whatever you want. You don't have to do that. But you know that every 5,000 leads gets you 1 deal in Arizona anyways. And in Texas. Texas probably more because there's so many out there. But you're already going to have that. So somebody saying voicemail blast through Roar. Honestly, we've done voicemail blast once. And we were freaking out because everyone was calling us upset and we just stopped. So we don't do voicemail blast. I'm sure it works. And we're probably going to end up trying it out through Roar. But as of right now, we're not doing voicemail blast. We're getting deals just this. Leads, text, calls, close. Leads, text, calls, close. Leads, text, calls, close. Simple formula, man. Shark coupon not working. I tried it last night and it did work, but we'll check it again. Maybe it needs to be all capital. I don't know. Shark. I know I tried it last night and it did work. So we'll try.
I'm gonna test it as soon as we get off. So if it's not working, just shoot me a message so I can just make sure to tell you when it's fixed. I just put my email in there.
Yeah. Any other questions? Anybody out there? Anybody other questions? You can feel free to put in the messenger or raise your hand. Whatever. This is your time, man. Honestly, it's rare when you go to a conference and you get it broken down like this.
Jordan has a question.
It's really hard. What's up?
Jordan has a question.
Yep. Oh, shit. Hold on. Jordan, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, bro? I'm trying to get this thing to work. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see me. I was wondering because I live in the Phoenix area. I live in like Goodyear, and I was kind of looking for someone, not to kind of hold my hand the whole way, but if I have any questions around the way, obviously I can call you for any questions or guidance.
Send me a message. Anybody out there, send me a message. I'm gonna type my cell phone number in the comment. 24377. So what do we do with a lot of the new people that we're working with that we're getting them paid right now? They send us a text and they say, hey, how much do I need to offer on this property? Because what was happening, they were locking it up on their own. They were locking it up too expensive and then they couldn't sell it. So now what they do is they send me a text, hey man, how much should I offer on this? We'll pull it up right away and we'll tell them, hey, get it for this, top of this. And then they're like, hey man, can you go with me to that appointment so I can see how you do it in person?
Yeah, exactly.
If you go to the appointment and you do it wrong, you're not gonna close it. They're just wasting your time. So there's some things that you do in the appointment that are very important. When you get to an appointment, they want to say, go ahead and look at the house. No, I'm not looking at this house. Hold on. Don't fall for that trick and go into the house and look at it. First mistake of going to an appointment. No, tell them no. First, tell me what's going on. How am I able to help you besides buying the house? What happens? What happens after I buy the house? What are you gonna do? Well, I need to buy something for my daughter. Blah blah blah. Get the why out of them first, and then look at the house. Everyone's going right into the house. Oh, thank you. And they don't even know if the guy wants to sell. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, if we look at the house and we're all good, are you ready to get the ball rolling? Get that upfront commitment from them when you go to the appointment. That's gold. If anybody's not doing it like that and just walking into the house and recording themselves looking at the house, it's cool to record yourself, but you got to position it from the beginning. Yeah, wait a second. Before I go into the house, what's going to happen? Let's say I buy the house. What are you doing with it? How's it going to benefit you? What's going on? You know, well, I'm going to do this or that. Okay, cool. And now, one more question before we go in there. Are you ready to get the ball rolling? Because I'm here. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go, or you just want me to see it and then you got to think about it? What's going to happen? Oh, dude, we come to an agreement. I'm ready to get going. All right, cool. I'm ready too, man. All right, cool. Yeah. Boom. You go in there. But you need to get those two things out of the way, or else you're going to walk a lot of properties with nothing. It's what we were doing at the beginning. So yeah, if anybody needs that from us, shoot me an address and say, hey, man, what can I offer? Hey, man, can you go to this appointment with me? Hey, man, I got this house in the contract. I think I got it too expensive. Can you go back and renegotiate the term? Can you help me do that price drop? Hey, man, can you help me sell this house? Do you have anybody that might want it? How much can you give me? You know, because just because you got a deal doesn't mean you made money. Because most of the time, those deals are going to fall apart at somewhere in between the transaction because you did something wrong. You sent the wrong person. You sent too many people. You didn't close on time. Your buyer's not ready. Your seller was upset. Something didn't happen. A lot of deals fall through, man. Like one of our deals, $20,000 deal today, called me last night canceling. He already signed, so he's screwed. He said, if I don't get my money tomorrow, deal's off, man. I don't need the money anymore. So there's a lot of things that you could do, man. And you just have to go through it to learn them. But if you have somebody that can hold your hand through that process while you get better, why the hell not, man? We definitely love to do that. So that's your question, bro?
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, man. We're here for you, man. And if anybody wants to come visit our offices, let me know, man. We're always here. Always available. Talk to some of our guys here. I'm more than happy to. We're going to wrap it up for now. Let me see. Question about virtual. Do you need to set up a LLC in each state, markets? Honestly, we've done virtual in other states just with the same LLC out of the same state. If you're going to set up an LLC, I'd probably do it out of Delaware because it's nearly impossible for people to find you unless they pay a shitload of money to do it. So Delaware LLCs are awesome. Do we have a Delaware LLC? We don't. We just have one in Arizona, but we never gotten sued, so we haven't gone that route, but we know that we should at some point. We're waiting to get sued before that happens. Zen call tab. Yeah, if anybody needs help or additional stuff or whatever, just hit us up, man. We're always happy to help. Any last thoughts, Franco, Annie?
I have one thought.
Derek.
My business partner just pulled 5,000 liens from PropStream.
Cool.
So if I get a deal, you better help me sell it because we're gonna try it, and I know where your office is.
Dude, there you go. You know where to find me. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Anybody else? Annie, any last thoughts? Frank. Admit.
For me, I'm just going to be a parrot and just say whatever I just said earlier. Just go at it. I think people are overthinking a lot of this stuff. You're talking to people at the end of the day. You're trying to solve their issue. So.
That's true, man. Don't overthink it. Just get out there and do it, man. The difference between the people getting deals and the people that aren't, the people getting deals are doing it. They're just going out there having the conversations. They're making things happen. They're falling apart. They're sucking, but they're getting through it and making it happen. When I first started and I was giving my deals out to another guy to help me close them, like that guy wasn't any better than me. You know, like he didn't get the deal. And I was like, hey, I can do that too. But he didn't get the deal. I'm like, shit, I know how to do that. I know how to not get deals. So then at that point, I was like, F that, dude. I'm going to call just people myself. Because I know how to not get deals too. You know? I thought he was going to close it because he's the professional. And he didn't close it. And I was like, oh my God, I could do that too. So then, so food for thought. All right, man. So we're gonna wrap it up for today. I am gonna put this into like a link if anybody wants it, the recording to go back through it, whatever. We'll be sending the emails. Frank, any last thoughts, buddy? Franco, can you hear me? I think you're on mute, bro. He might be on mute. Unmute it. Okay, no, he's not on mute. All right, guys. So yeah, man, you guys have my number. Did I post my number? Hold on. Let me see. Cool. There's my number there. Other way, it is on my email also. So if anybody has anything else, let me know. Big thanks to Annie for making time today. I know you're busy as hell. You have so many things going on. So taking 2 hours out of your day for us today, that's awesome. So if anybody hasn't met Annie or whatever, she is awesome. She's here in Phoenix. She's always happy to lend a hand. Her whole team. I mean, they're the epitome of somebody that wants to help. And I mean, she just gave you guys 10,000 contacts. So that's huge. So thanks again, Annie. Thanks to Frank over there. I don't think Frank knew how to unmute his button there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Annie, thanks again. Thanks everyone that joined. I'll put in a link and we look forward to seeing you guys succeed. If any of you guys make it, like one of you guys actually does what we tell you and makes it, hit us up and say, hey man, I think I made it. All right. Because when we went to speak with Tony at the conference this past week, we went up to him and we said, hey, man, I think we made it. All right. We don't know if we made it. Exactly. So I'm like, I think we might have made it. All right. So if one of you guys, if this works for you and if you need additional hand holding, let us know. I'm sure one of you guys is going to make it because I was sitting in your spot 12 months ago. And boom, now we're here, man. So
Ramon, you might
best of luck to y'all.
Catch up on something.
Oh, Frank.
Don't burn bridges, guys. I know some guys want to make quick buck and they burn bridges with guys. You'll come across them again. Don't burn bridges with anybody else's leads. Don't try to go around anybody else's lead. If something goes wrong, just be the bigger man. But things will get around, guys. You'll find out one way or another.
It's true, man. It's very easy to burn a bridge. So definitely try to save. We could have burned every bridge that we crossed because we're going to make more money by burning the bridge.
Don't burn a bridge.
So definitely don't burn the bridge, man. All right, everyone. Well, thanks a lot. Everyone that connected, I'll be sending you the link, sending you our cold callers, sending you our developers, sending you our cold call script, sending you the acquisition script, sending you guys everything. It's up to you. I mean, I don't know what else you need me to do. I mean, oh, let me tell you the secret of closing deals here. I fly. No, I download things and hit them and then go. That's it. Boom. All right, guys. Peace out.